yeah, worth $1 million there. So, you know, if you're a VIP client, if you don't look at the price tag of things, if you just don't care how much a bag costs, this might be something that might appeal to you. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you love shopping and handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about around 10 of the most expensive bags you can buy in the world. Brands love people who are multi-millionaires, who are super rich, and they will price their bags up high sometimes, or add extra diamonds, or use exotic skins to justify these exorbitant prices. And yes, people do buy these bags, and sometimes they can appreciate in value because they're quite rare, but you know, I do question as to whether there are many people who would be willing to buy bags that are this expensive. But let me know, guys, what is your favorite bag that I've talked about in this video. So let's go to the most expensive bag I could find. I've never heard of this brand before, but there's this bag from Borini Milanese, Pave Me, and it's worth approximately $7 million US. And I don't know, guys, when I look at this bag, it's not giving me $7 million. Maybe the butterflies kind of cheapen it a little bit. I do think of like a gift shop picture frame from the 90s or something, but I mean, I do love butterflies. It's super cute, but $7 million, gosh. So what makes this bag $7 million? Well, it features some semi-shiny alligator skin embellished with 10 white gold butterflies and diamond paved clasp. The bag was unveiled to raise awareness of the needs to protect our oceans that are increasingly threatened by non-biodegradable plastics. As per reports, 4 of these butterflies on the bags are adorned with diamonds, whilst other 3 are set with sapphire and the rest with Pariba tourmalines. I never know how to say that gemstone, totaling over 130 carats. Wow, look at this bag, guys. I mean, it's quite incredible. Look at all the detail. And, you know, it's given me like Kelly Pochette silhouette, I suppose. Yeah, but I don't actually know much about this brand, so maybe I should have done more research before making this video. But yeah, what do you think of this bag, guys? Do you love it? Next bag, I find the most expensive bags in the world are ones that tend to include diamonds and are more of like a jewelry piece. The next bag, which actually broke the Guinness World Records back in 2010, is this valuable bag from the Muwad 101 Nights diamond purse. So Muwad, I believe, is a jewelry brand, and they make fine jewelry for, you know, wedding rings and all that. And they created this beautiful little diamond purse, which incorporates 4,517 diamonds, yellow, pink, and colorless diamonds. The total weight of 381.92 carats. I just love this purse because, well, it reminds me of Sailor Moon's locket. I just think it is so magical to look at, and I love the touch of pink diamonds. I think that is so fancy. And apparently this bag was valued at 3.8 million USD. So, you know, almost half the price of the previous bag, that blue butterfly bag. But yeah, I don't know. I think this one does look quite fancy. And there are a lot of bags from Hermes that are very, very expensive, but this particular Kelly in rose gold is estimated to be worth $2 million US. It is a rose gold bag. It even includes a lots of diamonds. So it's molded to represent crocodile leather, and this tiny yet stunning handbag is worth $2 million, as I said, and only 12 pieces of this bag were created. So yeah, very interesting design there. Looks like a little like sculpture or something. The Hermes Chandonque bag worth $1.4 million. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Created in 2012, this collaboration with jeweler Pierre Hardy, who spent 2 years working on this piece for the brand's Haute Bijouterie collection. This bag has 1,160 diamonds encrusted chain links. Only 3 pieces of this bag were created. So this one is actually rarer than the rose gold Kelly. Only 3 of these were created. looks a little bit like a jellyfish to me. Yeah, what do you think of this bag, guys? Doesn't look like a very practical bag. There's a lot of holes in it, and it's definitely just like one of those pieces you would wear to adorn an outfit. But yeah, very, very expensive accessory there. And, you know, there's also this Birkin bag called the Tanaka Birkin, which carries 2,000 diamonds on its outer layer, featuring a pear-shaped 8-carat centerpiece. I don't know why they called this bag a Birkin. It's also by Hermes, but yeah, I suppose I guess it's kind of like a Birkin. Like, it's got the little flap bit, and then the little like teardrop part could resemble like the clasp part. But yeah, it's a bit of a stretch to say this is a Birkin, but I believe this bag is made up of platinum, and yeah, it was a collaboration with Ginza Tanaka, encrusted with diamonds, and yeah, the pear-shaped centerpiece weighs 8 carats alone. Next, I wanted to talk about this Chanel bag. So Chanel doesn't do exotics anymore, but they created back in, I think it was around 2007, this bag called the Diamond Forever bag, and it was a very rare bag. This Diamond Forever bag was very exclusive. There were only 13 made, and from what I could see, it was available in black, and there was a white version as well. And I think it's really interesting with this bag how they, with the chain, they put a piece of leather under it, and it kind of resembles some of the original flat bags that you would see from the 1950s. And I assume that this kind of leather strip under the chain would make it less abrasive, like the chain would be less abrasive against the crocodile skin as well. So perhaps they did this to protect the skin, but also it's referencing some of those original Chanel bags. As you can see, it has this diamond encrusted clasp, which apparently this bag is made up of 334 diamonds, 3.56 carats in total, and the hardware is 18 carat white gold. So yeah, let me know what you think of this, guys. And this is definitely a bag you do not see every day. Probably one of the most expensive Chanel bags ever created. And yeah, I believe it was worth over $1 million as well. Pretty sure, maybe I'm wrong about that, but it's definitely a very rare bag, and if you were to see it in like a Christie's auction or something, it would be one of those, you know, very sought after bag collectors pieces. Next, I just wanted to talk about the Himalayan diamond encrusted Birkins and Kellys. Now, these are very rare bags that are very highly desired, and when I think of the most expensive bags in the world, I always think of the Himalayan Birkin. The Himalayan Kelly definitely is an expensive bag, and at a Christie's auction, one sold for 775,000 Australian dollars, and as you can see, it features white gold and a diamond hardware. And similarly, the Birkin 30 with the same kind of features like the diamond encrusted hardware also sells for close to $1 million Australian dollars as well. So a very expensive bag. I believe the retail is not near this much, but the resale value is extremely high because you have to be a super VIP client to be offered something with diamond hardware and like Himalayan skin and all this. So yes, a very sought after Birkin there. And I think one of the first ones that comes to mind when you think of the most expensive bags. I've never actually seen this bag before, but there's this Kelly bag called the Kelly Feather, and it's Kelly, I don't know if this is like a Kelly 28 or a Kelly 32, but it has this kind of like feather-like design on it. This bag is also estimated to go for quite a lot at auction, and I just thought that the details on it were quite interesting. They've kind of like almost I don't know, like paper mache feathers on it or something. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it looks like a pretty ordinary Kelly. It actually looks, to be honest, don't mean to toot my own horn, but kind of looks like this kind of style. And then they've kind of got a square on the front, which has some artistic detail. And I have seen a few special edition Kellys like this that have some sort of like artwork here. So yeah, very interesting Kelly there. And yeah, what do you think of this bag, guys? Does it look super expensive to you? I mean, yeah, definitely a collector's piece. The Faubourg a Birkin 20, which is like a little house Birkin, which contains a lot of different types of leathers. There's a lot of intricate detail in it as well, and the Birkin 20 is a very rare size, so that in itself is highly desirable to an Hermes collector. And as you can see, it contains all these very intricate details, like the shopping bag clochette. You've got the leather wrapped lock and the tiny cut out details in the windows. It's definitely a collector's piece and something that can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. The retail I don't think is like hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it is a very sought after bag, and it was available in a few different versions. There was a midnight one and like a morning one and like an afternoon one, and so yeah, there's a few different ones to collect if you are a collector of these exceptional bags. And a lot of these Hermes exceptional bags come in special blue boxes as well, but this is one of those ones that springs to mind when I think of one of the most sought after expensive bags. I don't not talk about the Millionaire Speedy from Louis Vuitton. Recently Pharrell had his first collection for Louis Vuitton, and he was actually spotted at a Loewe fashion show wearing his creation, the Millionaire Speedy. And this Speedy is Crocodile Speedy, which has hand-painted Louis Vuitton logos all over it. It also features a pave encrusted lock, a diamond lock, and a really hefty gold chain on it. So yeah, worth $1 million there. So, you know, if you're a VIP client, if you don't look at the price tag of things, if you just don't care how much a bag costs, this might be something that might appeal to you. It's definitely a collector's piece. It comes with a pair of sunnies as well, apparently, and a special collector's trunk as well. So you do get a few components with this bag, but this is probably one of my least favorite bags on my list today, to be honest. I don't love it that much. I actually think it's quite ugly, but yeah, sometimes I feel like brands just add more extra like crazy elements to the bags to make it more expensive, and it doesn't necessarily make it look nicer. I just think it makes it more expensive. Finally, I just wanted to talk about this Louis Vuitton bag. I believe it came out in around 2007. It's worth around 40,000 US dollars, but to be honest, I think this bag would be quite a struggle to sell unless you were a die-hard Louis Vuitton collector. But it's a very rare bag. It's called the Louis Vuitton Tribute Patchwork Bag, and it contains 24 Louis Vuitton bags in one. I remember seeing a photo of Beyonce wearing this bag, and it has a lot of details on it. Again, it contains the crocodile. Don't think this bag has diamonds, but it has even like this adorable little nano Speedy stuck to it, which I would really, I don't know, they should have just made that Speedy separately, because that's a really cute Speedy that's stuck on it. They've got the Suhali bag on it and a few other famous Louis Vuitton's bags stuck all together on it, as you can see. I just think that this bag is definitely one of those statement pieces that you would buy purely as a collector. Also features that really chunky chain that I noticed that they did this chain a lot around 2008, 2007. A few bags had this like hammered gold chain, but yeah, and as you can see, that little metal plate on that bag is very Marc Jacobs era. So yeah, definitely yeah, a bag that takes you back to that time, 2007, 2008, and very nostalgic piece to buy if you are a Louis Vuitton collector. So let me know, guys, what was your favorite bag that I spoke about today? For me, what was my favorite bag? I really like the little house Birkin. I think that's really cute. I would love to have that if I was a multi-billionaire. I'd definitely ask for that. The Himalayan I like, but I don't know, it's never been like my favorite for some reason. The color scheme looks a bit intimidating, and like I feel like I would get it dirty. And I don't know, I don't love it for some reason. I know that sounds shocking coming from me, but it's not like novelty enough for me to like it. I actually quite like that weird feather Kelly. I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know if I'd pay that much for it. I love that Sailor Moon heart bag. I thought that was pretty awesome. The diamonds one, but yeah, I'm not sure. Definitely don't like the Millionaire Speedy. That one's like my least favorite. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching my video today. Very blabby as usual. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys on my next one. Bye!